guys know that I am going to be doing like a holiday decorate with me series-ish type of deal. I was going to start fluffing the tree tonight, but if y'all can see this little section here, then you can probably see it looks like some lights are missing. So I haven't actually fluffed the tree. At this point, I was playing around trying to just light it up to see, you know, what I needed to connect, what dots I needed to connect before I started the fluffing. And at this point, your girl is frustrated and tired. So I'm going to postpone it until tomorrow. Folks, usually what I do with my trees, even though they are pre-lit, now as I told y'all in the previous clip, I noticed that a section of the tree was out. I played with this for at least an hour, did not resolve the issue. So I'm beginning to wonder that they may have been out last year, but I just forgot about it simply because I do add so many extra lights. So I have the twinkle lights that I usually stick deep into the tree, just so that after it's been decorated, you can actually see the twinkling from inside. So these I'll stick inside first, and then I have the regular lights that I'm going to go in, add on the tree, but mainly focusing in this section where it's lacking light, okay? So I'll go ahead and y'all can kind of see how I start out with the twinkling lights, with sticking them in, and y'all will see the effect that it gives after I get everything on. So stay tuned. that's actually missing more light. And honestly, like once I have the tree lit, because keep in mind I have the twinkle lights kind of tucked in, but you can see this whole section here. So when I'm working with the tree, tip number one, when you're working with a tree that is, say for instance, a pre-lit tree, some lights went out, you do not have to throw the tree away. You just go buy additional lights and then you work on kind of stuffing them in those areas that are no longer lit, okay? So it's better to do that with the lights off so that you can see what it's going to look like. I couldn't see a thing with all the lights on that I had going on in here, okay? So it's just better to go ahead, turn your lights off, and then work with lighting up the tree. Let me see if I can play around with the brightness on the camera. So you'll see some lighting changes here in just a second, because I really want you to be able to see this section of the tree that's no longer lit, okay? So bear with me here. So I turn the light down really, really low so that you can see, or the brightness I should say, on the camera, so that you can then like really zoom in on this whole section. So apparently, y'all, I had a whole section out, but because I have so many lights on the tree, I really forgot about it. So the hour that I spent trying to figure this out last night, I could have just said, you know what, these lights must have been out, but I was so convinced they were working last year. So just kind of watch me as I go through and stuff in these additional lights. So these are all, I want to say total, I may add about another 400 lights to my tree. 400 to 500, I want to say. Just a little bit more light left. So from looking at the camera, pretty much what you guys can see, it looks like it may still be just a little bit dimmer than I might like right here. So I'm gonna focus these few remaining lights in these sections, okay? Another thing that I did not tell you guys earlier is typically when I'm decorating a tree, I'm not gonna follow that old school, you just wrap the lights around, just go around. I don't know if you can see me actually doing this, but just know that I am, because my arms are burning at this point. I'm sticking the lights inside. So you might see here, my hand is in the tree, like in the tree to where I'm feeling like that, the bar down the middle. So when you're doing light, make sure y'all that you are not just wrapping the lights around the tree to where once you put an ornament on it, you know what, y'all, don't hang ornaments on the lights. These light strings are not to be used to hang ornaments, okay? Because all I'm envisioning is like that old school, you see the lights just directly around the tree. It's always gonna look so much better if you tuck the lights inside the tree as opposed to just trying to go around and be like, okay, I got it, okay? So, you see the amount I have left? I'm looking at the camera because I can still see, like right here in this little section, It's lacking a bit, so I'm gonna kind of take some of the light. I'm gonna twist and wrap and tie around the branch some. And I think I'm gonna go, let's see y'all. I think I'm gonna kind of take it up through here, just so that we can get just a little bit more light in this section. So of course, with all of the tucking and all of that I'm doing with these lights, y'all, one thing about it is I do find that I end up having to re-fluff just because I've done so much. So hopefully, let me give you kind of a pan. Okay, as I'm looking at this camera, guys, look, this little section here is looking to be a little questionable. So what I'm going to do is kind of pull some of the light out that I may have tucked in the middle. Like even up here. Let's pull some of this down just a little bit, because this little section here was looking like it was missing something. So, I feel like here it's a playing game, because I feel like now this particular branch, I can probably pull some of the lights from inside the tree to kind of make them stand out a little bit more in this little section. So hopefully I have not missed many spots. I'm very, very tempted, y'all, to go and get maybe one more set of twinkling lights to put around the tree, and I actually may end up doing that, but stay right here. I will be right back. Let me get the lights back on, and then I'll kind of take you around the tree a little bit more. All right, y'all, lights back on. I turned the brightness up just a little bit more, but hopefully y'all can see that I have resolved that issue that was really kind of bothering me. So the tree is now fluffed. Again, I think I'm gonna, y'all, my hands are cut all up. So you know you did it right when you are cut all up. I got webs and cuts all over the place from sticking my hand in that tree. So just know, it's not pleasant, but it's gonna be absolutely amazing once we're done. This tree is done, fluffing and lights. I think what I'm probably gonna end up doing off camera is getting one more set of the nice, maybe 100 set of the twinkling lights that you might be able to see inside. You will really be able to see it a little bit better once I kind of like take you off the tripod and bring you all the way up to the tree. So I can't wait for you to see how pretty it looks once everything is together. I have this little tree here. It came from Nebraska Furniture Mart. So for those that don't know, I'm here in Texas. So it's a furniture store here. I'm not sure where else they're located, but y'all, how gorgeous is this? So this particular tree is one that I usually, so you can't really fluff this one too much, and you can't fluff it too much because of the flocking. It's like heavily flocked, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So basically I'll kind of like gently pull these little pieces apart. But for this particular one, I usually have it over in the corner on the other side of the couch, so that when you walk in, you see, like, this is the front door that way. But you walk in, you see the big tree, and then you kind of see this one over in the corner. But I think I want to do something a little bit different with it this year, so I did just want to kind of just show y'all this one. But just know that all of the pulling and tugging that I did on this tree, of course I can't do on this one, because it's just like I don't want it to lose all of that flocking that's already there. So I have to be really gentle with this one. But so thanks so much for watching this, guys. This is what we're gonna stop here, but just know that I'm going to kind of decorate in stages. I'm not sure if I told you guys before, but normally when I decorate for the holidays, it's like in stages. I'm never gonna just put a tree up and I'm done in one day. That's why I start early too. I typically will go ahead, put the tree up, get it fluffed, get it lit, nice and lit. Then I kind of come through and I start to go in with all of my big ribbons and things like that. So I'm gonna kind of do this in stages so that you guys can see everything. But for right now, that's all we have. I will probably see y'all again in the next day or two because I am still in the process of picking up the ribbon that I want to use this year. I usually buy ribbon every single year. I just do. So I'm gonna kind of see what catches my eye. I'll probably go to my favorite places, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, anywhere that's 50% off for Christmas. So I will definitely be showing y'all that. But this is all we have today. So hopefully you have enjoyed.